But first, there is something positive coming out of UNM. It has been a phenomenal season so far for the UNM men's basketball team. They are not only #1 in the Mountain West Conference, but they are ranked as high as 15th in the country.
Yeah, the tied for the highest have been ranked all year long. It's a great time to be a Lobo and cheer the team on in person. News 13's David Romero is live at the pit where all the action is going to be taking place later today. So David, can you still get tickets for tonight's game? That's the big question.
The good news is, as of right now, yes, Matt, but that's not expected to last throughout the day. It's a great time to be a Lobo, and the UNM ticket office is feeling it too. They told us that they have between 150 and about 200 tickets left for tonight's game. Those are expected to sell out by tip-off at 7 tonight. And according to the ticket office, they tell us this has been the trend so far this season. One big difference this year from last year is that the tickets are selling further in advance. They also tell us that for the remaining games this year, there are some available in the lower bowl of the arena. That's where it gets the loudest. And of course, this Lobo Fever has students proud to don the cherry and silver.
I went to a game not too long ago, and just the atmosphere and the vibe that it gives the community is really good.
Sadly, I haven't been able to go to a game, but I do hope so to go before the season ends. But from other people who have gone, I've heard that they're doing really well. I'm excited. Go Lobos.
Go Lobos indeed. And of course, if you can't catch the action in person, you can see it on TV. The game will be televised on My 50 and Root. My 50 is Channel 50 on both Dish and DirecTV, and Channel 12 on Comcast. Root is 414 on Dish, 683 on DirecTV, and 261 on Comcast. After tonight's game, the Lobos will be in Nevada to take on UNLV. This is coming up on Saturday. Matt, back to you.
Some great games left this season. Thank you for the preview, Mr. Romero. You should know tip-off for tonight's game is at 7 o'clock. And as of this morning, I just checked online. UNM's ticket website says there are 112 club seats left. Those, by the way, are discounted. They're only $50. That's half off. There are 91 seats left in the lower section for tonight's game. There are even fewer left for the next 3 home games. Great time to be a Lobo. Elizabeth?
Oh, for sure. And on the UNM campus today, students can expect to see a lot more security guards. The university has just hired them because 2 women who say they have been attacked and groped on campus recently have come forward. The first was a woman jogging near Johnson Field who claims 2 guys groped her last week. Then a different guy reportedly groped a woman near Central and Yale on Monday night. The incidents have a lot of students right now on edge.
It's really scary and a lot of people are worried, especially girls, but I think everyone on the campus in general is just afraid of what could happen.
Campus police have set up an online tip line hoping to get more information about who is attacking these women. All you have to do is just email them at policetips, all one word, at unm.edu. Remember, UNM does have a security escort service, so you don't have to walk on campus alone, especially at night. And UNM police are releasing the sketches of the alleged attackers in the January incident on campus. Authorities say these guys are not connected, though, to the attack that happened this week. Now, the university released composite sketches of the first 2 suspects. Take a good look. A student says these men confronted, grabbed, and groped her as this woman ran near Johnson Field. Then she says that they left in a dark blue car with tinted windows. Authorities are now asking anyone with any information to give them a call, give UNM police a call, or submit a tip on the new internet tip line that we just gave you. You can also find more information and those links to those tip lines through our website, KRQE.com. Just head over to the news links section.
New for you this morning, 8 people arrested in a drug sting in southeast Albuquerque. Investigators made these busts at a number of different places where they were both buying and selling drugs. Investigators say that this drug use has a lot to do with homes getting broken into and things getting stolen. Elizabeth?
12 high school students from Gallup are still a little shaken up after their bus gets into a crash in Albuquerque. We're told some of them may have gotten whiplash after a car rear-ended the bus yesterday afternoon around 5:30. The students were in Albuquerque for a science competition. 2 Albuquerque parents face charges for allegedly beating their son. Sandra Miller and Nathan Traylor were arrested on 3 counts of child abuse. The 5-year-old's school alerted police after he came to class with a bump on his head, a cut and a bruised lip, and a cut on his ear. Now, according to court documents, each parent told a different story about the injuries. The boy told officers apparently that he was beaten because he didn't sweep the floor.
We're probably going to have to wait a few more days to see who came out on top and won a very close race for Albuquerque's public school board in District 6. It's in the Heights in the East Mountains. Donald Duran here has 1,211 votes, just 2 more than the incumbent, Mr. David Robbins. Now, another incumbent, Paula Mayaz, this woman trails both of them by 300 votes. Now, Robbins and Mayaz, 2 incumbents, had to go against each other because of redistricting. The county clerk still has to count some provisional ballots. Those will likely decide that race. So you know there are no automatic recounts for a school board election here in New Mexico. And Breaking Bad actor Stephen Michael Quesada here will officially be on the school board very soon. You know him. He plays Gomez, a DEA agent on the hit series that's based here in Albuquerque. He was the only person running in a new district for the West Side. And your kids' schools will be getting a lot more money soon, $368 million in fact. It's after voters overwhelmingly said yes to a bond issue to keep the mill levy the same. The money will be used to fix up 18 schools and improve the community stadium out west.
A new study is revealing just how rocky New Mexico roads are. The National Transportation Research Group found 21% of the state's roads are in poor or mediocre condition. In Albuquerque, 44% of roads are in need of repair. In Santa Fe, 33%. The research also shows that 16% of New Mexico bridges are either structurally deficient or obsolete. Now, lawmakers are discussing how much money is needed to make improvements. And according to the study, the average New Mexican pays $236 a year in vehicle maintenance costs. Albuquerque drivers pay nearly $400.